How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the Kilted Drummer. If this is your first time popping on the channel and after watching this video you like what you see, give us a wee thumbs up, and if you want to keep yourself up to date as new videos are added, hit the subscribe. Cheers, guys. Okay, we're back in the dining room for this wee review, looking at some of the samples and miniatures that I've got lying around. Let's get into it straight off and pick up the drum we're going to do this evening. So I've gone for this one here, Bocan. I'll have a wee chat about the name in a second. The first thing I'll do, I'll get this into the glass. Oh, let's dig this out. You know, aptly named glass there. That'll become apparent in a minute. It's a good wee glug as that goes in. Greg, again, I've done it quite a large sort of drum there. We'll just let that one settle for a second. Okay then, Bocan, a little bit behind Bocan. It's a Highland whisky, and it's produced by Tomatin Distilleries, which is just south of Inverness, about 18 miles south of Inverness. It's about 23 miles from where I am at the moment. They put this one out under a different branding, different name, Bocan. Why? Well, there's a story there. So every year, for 1 month, towards the end of the year, sort of winter time, they stop their normal production, and what they do is a production of lightly peated whisky, and they put that one out after that month under the title Bocan, as opposed to their normal Tomatins. Where does the name Bocan come from? I'm going to throw the story in there, but some of you probably know it already. So one of the distillery men, one evening during the winter, went outside the buildings, was having a little walk around in the dark. He saw a dog. He went to approach the dog, and the legend goes that the dog evaporated into the winter mists round about the building. Dog evaporating into mists, Bocan, which is Gaelic for ghost dog. It's a nice little marketing story. I quite like it. But then I quite like the sort of Gaelic things. So Bocan, the ghost dog. So there we go in there. We're talking about Tomatin being peated. Now their normal production runs are not peated. So what they do is for that month they use lightly peated barley in the production, and it comes out with this drum, Bocan. And then what they're doing is doing a little bit of maturation experimentation. Whoa. And in the case of the drum I've got here, this is what they call, now the bottles came without labels on them, so I stuck little labels on just so I know which one it is. The three expressions are signature, creation 1 and creation 2, and across those three expressions they've used some different casks, so a different cask maturation. The example we've got here is creation 1. The samples came with a little sort of booklet with the three different creations on them. We'll just make sure that, yeah, so creation 1, as we've got here, comes out at 46%. Again, I've written it onto the little label there just so I can keep myself up to speed. Comes out at 46%, and this one has been matured in former ale barrels. It's from the Black Isle Brewery. Black Isle is a region of Scotland just north of Inverness. It has a name, Black Isle, due to the richness of the soil there for farming. and it's technically not actually an island on an isle. It's joined to the mainland. It's more like a peninsula that juts out, and it has the name Black Isle. Actually, if I go and look out my bedroom window, I can see the Black Isle from where I am. So Black Isle Brewery produce a number of different ales and beers, and they've got a pub in Inverness where you can go and have a wee sip of their beers and ales. So this one's been, this Bocan has been partially matured in pale ale casks, former pale ale casks, and it's also been some maturation in Portuguese Moscatel wine casks. So there's probably going to be a bit of a fruity sort of thing in there. So let's have a little sniff at it and see what we get. Apples, straight away there's apples. It's probably more red apples. I like green apples and I get the taste of them. I'm not so keen on red apples, and I say there's probably a red apple taste to this. It's not unpleasant, I just prefer eating green apples. There's a sugary sweetness almost as well, maybe. Biscuity, oats, that type of thing. If anyone's had a hobnob biscuit, maybe something to do with that. Almost a coffee, sort of, maybe a bit of a strong coffee. If you have a wee shot, a wee espresso type thing, maybe not quite as strong. Americano. There's maybe a little bit of a musty leather. It's like going to visit my granny, maybe. Yeah, it's quite a nice little smell to it. Have a wee sip. Apples coming through again. Maybe some dark fruits, maybe something from the wine. Kind of nuttiness. Maybe it's just knowing the maturation, but I can almost taste a creamy aleness about it. Yeah, that dark fruits is there again. Prunes or something like that. I hope it's not prunes. Terrible with my my digestive system. It's nice that there's that conflict. There's that slight smokiness. It's not a heavy smoke. Just as I said, the process is a light peat used on the barley. And there's a light little sort of almost a background of smoke there, background of peat. Nothing heavy, just an influence. People talk about sometimes when you have some ales, some beers, you get a chocolate sort of essence to that beer, and there's almost a chocolate in this here, probably coming through from the pale ale. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, on the finish as well, there's a chocolate essence coming in on the throat, and the smokes there. Not heavy. It's just in the background. You can tell it's been peated, influenced with the smoke. You know, it's no Isla peated dram or anything like that. And I suspect some people might not even notice that smoke of the peat influence on it. For me, it's a sweeter dram. It's more sweet than it is peated. I think that Moscatel, the wine cask Portuguese wine, is coming through more for me, and that stout is definitely there. Maybe even that leatherness is maybe on the taste as well. Yeah, that's not a bad dram, folks. If you get a chance, have a little look at some of the Bocan drams. Cheers, folks.